E3 2016 has come and gone, and we've seen some of the new and exciting video games we can expect within the next year and beyond. This is Media Junkie, and here is our top 10 list of best games we saw at E3 2016. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. First announced in 2013, was originally planned for a 2015 release, but it's been delayed multiple times. It's now currently set for a release in 2017 on the Wii U and NX. The demos shown at E3 2016 show a promising new open-world environment, another redesigned Link, and has been praised heavily for its attention to detail. Taking it back to the early 1900s, Battlefield 1 provides an experience like no other. Combining fast-paced movement, amazing modern graphics with World War I weapons and vehicles. According to game designer Daniel Berlin, the team picked World War I as the game's setting, as they believed that the weapons and gadgets featured in that period of time suit players with different playstyles. The game was named Battlefield 1 since the team considered World War I the dawn of all-out warfare. The game is scheduled for release on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox One worldwide on October 21st, 2016. As not a lot of details have been given for this game, we can expect a reboot of the acclaimed series God of War. It will be the 8th installment in the God of War series, the 8th chronologically, and the sequel to 2010's God of War 3. The game will be a soft reboot for the franchise and will take the series to the world of Norse mythology, as all previous games were based on Greek mythology. Series protagonist Kratos will return as the main character, and he now has a son. As Kratos acts as a mentor and protector to his son, he must master the rage that has driven him for many years. Sea of Thieves is an upcoming action-adventure video game developed by Rare. The game is purported to have elements of first-person gameplay and features user-generated content, in which players will have the ability to craft their custom stories by using in-game tools. The game will feature co-op gameplay and is set in an open-world multiplayer environment. Possibly the most bizarre game of E3 2016 is Death Stranding from Hideo Kojima. Comes what looks like a mind-bending horror game starring actor Norman Reedus. According to creator Hideo Kojima, the game will try to move away from the traditional style of swords and guns to, quoted, tie people together by moving on to humanity's second tool, ropes. The story is about connections, which you call strands in psychology. How people are connected. What people are playing today in open-world action games or linear action games. It will compare naturally to them, Kojima said. It will feel familiar, but after an hour or two of playing, you will start to feel something different, something new that you haven't played. The story is about connections, what you call strands in psychology, how people are connected. Death Stranding currently does not have a release date, but will be released for PlayStation 4 and PC. The Last Guardian is a third-person action-adventure game that has puzzle elements. It has been in development since 2007 by Team Ico and was announced at E3 2009, with the planned release in 2011, exclusively for the PlayStation 3. The game suffered from numerous delays when Ueda and other Team Ico members departed Sony, and hardware difficulties forced the game to be ported to the PlayStation 4 in 2012. The Last Guardian was finally announced for release on October 25, 2016, during Sony's presentation at E3 2016 exclusively for the PlayStation 4. Gears of War 4 will be the 5th installment in the Gears of War series and the 4th main installment. Gears 4 was presented for the first time during Microsoft's E3 2015 press conference. Studio head Rod Ferguson stated that the gameplay presented during the press conference was meant to reflect the overall tone of the game, returning to the franchise's roots as being a monster game and something personal, intimate, dark, and mysterious. Gears of War 4 will be set on Serra, nearly 25 years after the events of Gears of War 3, with Marcus Phoenix's son JD Phoenix as the lead character, running on the new Unreal Engine 4. Gears of War 4 will be released October 11th, 2016 for PC and Xbox One. Taking place on Eos, a world similar to modern-day Earth. Return to the world of Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy XV, a major departure from previous games, providing a darker atmosphere that focuses on more realistic human characters than previous entries. Final Fantasy XV began development in 2006 and was announced as an exclusive title for the PlayStation 3. In June 2013, it was eventually revealed to have switched systems from PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It is expected for release September 30th, 2016. Bringing back the popular futuristic shooter from developer Respawn comes Titanfall 2, bringing down the sky yet again in the fast-paced mech warfare of the sequel to Titanfall, featuring multiplayer and for the first time a single-player campaign that puts you in the shoes of soldier Jack Cooper, accompanied by a sentient robot companion. Titanfall 2's story isn't there to just tick a box or look good in screenshots either. Titanfall fans really wanted a single-player campaign to play first time around. The fact it didn't have one was a turnoff, especially when its world seems so interesting. Titanfall 2 makes the franchise, finally, multi-platform on PC and PlayStation 4 with an initial release date of October 28, 2016. Sequel to 2012's action-adventure stealth role-playing game Dishonored comes Dishonored 2. The series takes place in the fictional empire of the Isles, with the majority of Dishonored 2 set in Karnaca, a coastal city based on areas in southern Europe. Much like the first game, the player has access to supernatural powers, but the upgrading system has been changed to a skill tree with multiple paths and more possible upgrades. Dishonored 2 is being developed by Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. Running on id Software's ID Tech 5, the game will be released November 11th, 2016 on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.